We resign way too early in our games. Why white is still playing this position? I mean, they have a bishop here, okay, against a rook and a pawn, and the pawn is ready to promote on the next move. So pretty much everybody here is ready to resign with white. But actually this position is a draw, but you need to know all the tricks. So there is two issues. The rook is tied to the defense of this pawn because the king cannot come here. And if the king actually decides to go this way to come here, what's going to happen is whenever he goes on g4, we're going to come on g2. And he cannot come any closer. So he has to maneuver with his rook. And the best way to do it is to actually put the rook this way, and protect this pawn. The king is going to come. And it's going to be trouble for us. And we're going to lose with white. But the rook has another problem here. Because the rook is defending this pawn. So the only way that the rook can actually leave this file is to actually attack the bishop at the same time. Here, what we're going to do is that we're going to play the only move in this position that allows you to actually not lose is this move. Why this move in particular? I tell you why. Because if he attacks the bishop thinking he's going to go there, that's not going to be that simple. Because you're going to play this move. And you're attacking the rook and the pawn. And he doesn't have time to come here because you simply take. And this is a draw. What he's going to do instead, he's going to play this. And now he's thinking to actually attack you this way. But what you're going to do, you're going to put your bishop here. And it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. It's always going to be a double attack between the rook and the pawn. Remember that. Because we want that whenever he attacks the bishop, I want to be playing this move. And now he cannot defend the pawn because I'm also attacking the rook. So he cannot play it. So the only move is to play this, to actually try to attack the bishop this way. What are we going to do? The same thing again. What we're going to do is play this. Because if he attacks the bishop, double attack. You understood the pattern, right? You see what I mean. So he's going to play this. And we're going to play this. And he cannot play this move because again, it's the same pattern. But now he had something in mind. That's pretty rare as a move. What black are going to play here. And he goes with the rook sacrifice, rook e2. Because obviously you cannot take, because the king goes here. And now who's going to stop actually the promotion here? So you just have to be careful. And by the way, yeah, you can hear my voice. Yeah, I was sick the last 3 days. So, but when I saw this position, I had to show it to you. I mean, that's a really nice one. So yeah, when he plays this move, make sure you do not take, because the king jumps in and you lose this way. But you have another move. Is that you go back with the bishop. Because, and now you're going to tell me, okay, chesscape is fine, but he's going to attack me this way. And after he can play this move. But now what you're going to do is that, I mean, I give you 2 seconds to try to find it. There is a brilliant move for white that is the only way again to defend. And the move here is sacrificing the bishop. So black tried to sacrifice the rook, it didn't work. Because if the king takes, now it's a stalemate. That's a very nice stalemate, actually. It doesn't happen very often, actually, in Rook Endgames to actually have this kind of stalemate. So he cannot take. What if he plays this move, trying to come, that's not the arrow, but trying to come actually here? He could. But now we just grab with the king, and there is nothing. Because if he checks, we just go away. And it's a totally, yeah, draw position. Let me show you what happened if you didn't play this move. Bishop g3. And let's say you think like life is good and you just play bishop c7. What's going to happen is that now he plays rook f8. And what are you going to do? Let's say you try to grab this one. I actually here, the funny part is that of course he can defend this way, but he doesn't even have to. He can even play a move like this. And when you take, and here, whenever the king arrives in this position like this, you're lost. And you're on the last rank, you're lost. Let me show you. Let's say he plays this. Now you just attack the bishop. And there is this checkmate behind it. So he has to move this piece, but protecting this square at the same time. Otherwise he's lost. So let's say he plays this. You attack the bishop again. He has to play this to control this square. Otherwise it would be a checkmate. And what do you do again? You just keep attacking the bishop. And the bishop at some point runs out of power. Because you're threatening now this. And he cannot control it. He can play this move. We just pin it. And take it on the next move, and we win this way. So you have to remember 2 things from this video. So let's put the position at the start. You have to remember that you move basically on the squares as he's moving this way, right? But also the only reason why you do this is to have these double attacks. Whenever he attacks the bishop, you will put the bishop here. So you attack the rook and the pawn at the same time. And the second thing to remember, obviously, was that at the end, you know, I wanted you, of course, we're not taking this. We know this now. But when he goes here, to remember this amazing move, which is bishop g3, this amazing stalemate. That wasn't an easy position, but I think it's a very instructive one. That's why, basically, even being sick, as you can hear, I decided to show it to you. I'll see you on the next video.